So now we have state, but the only thing we have in our state is a boring old array. I mean, it was a boring old string. Spoiler. Let's add an array to state. Why not? Let's try that. Let's put an array of acrobats up here. Just add something else to our, not there, not in set state. Up in this.state equals in the constructor. Make an array of acrobats. Each acrobat will be an object with a name and some sort of feat of daring do. So, let's see. V. What's your acrobat feat? Trapeze, being shot out of a cannon. What's your thing? Juggling. Lion tamer.
Like my favorite singer?
No. If you were to join a circus, if you were to perform in a circus, what would your act be? Not feat as in short for featuring.
I want to feed the crocodile.
Feed the crocodile? I'm not sure that's a thing, but okay. Crocodile trainer. We'll say that. Good enough. All right. Logan. Oh, this stuff. Being shot out of a cannon. Okay. Perfectly safe. You can trust him. He's a professional. All right. What else we got? Why is my syntax highlighting different on that line? Yes.
Is acrobats being called as defined as an object?
It's an array. See the square brackets there? So it's a property of this.state. So it's this.state.acrobats. I didn't mean to. That should be a colon, not an equal sign. Yep.
And every single name, feature, and feature.
It is an array of objects. Each thing in the array is an object. Yeah. So, Omari, what are you doing in the circus? Yeah. Cool. So how do we get that on the page? Could I just say curly brace this.state.acrobats? No, that broke the whole thing. Darn. So what do I really want here? I think for everything, I'll just leave that there. For each thing in that array, I want to return some JSX. Like I want some JSX with information about Acrobat 1. I want some JSX with some information about Acrobat 2. I want to do the same thing to each item in an array. Yeah. For each. So that'll do the same thing to every item in an array, right? Now in this case, what we want to happen is we actually want to take the return values of each thing. So instead of for each, we use, map. That is right. We'll use map. And so map receives a callback, right? A function. And that function will receive an argument that will be each item in the array, right? So I'll just say current acrobat. With arrow functions, if you only have one argument, you don't need the parentheses, right? So no parentheses around current acrobat. And then I just want it to give me some JSX. So how about just a paragraph that has current acrobat dot name? Because current acrobat's an object, right? There we go. Yeah, so why not an LI instead of a P? I even put closing LI. Whoops. Or did it do that for me automatically?
automatically.
That's sweet. Go CodePen. Change the closing tag for me. So how about we just put a little UL here. Yeah. So another little secret about arrow functions. If they're one-line arrow functions, return is implicit. So this is the same as that. But you can use a super succinct syntax here. If there's only one statement inside your arrow function, you don't need a return keyword. It'll just return whatever that line evaluates to. So it lets you use really succinct syntax here. If there's only one statement inside the function, it will automatically be the return value. You don't need the return keyword. So that's true of arrow functions, as long as they're all in one line. Did you have a question? Because we need to do something with these LIs that come back. So just making an LI out of them isn't enough. We actually need to add them to the page. So with map, you'll actually get an array of all the return values back. And that will actually put them on the page. So now, if we want to change what's on the page, we can just change our data, right? The whole job of keeping our data in sync with our UI is out of our hands now. We just need to update our data, and the UI will automatically change. So I could add another button that adds somebody to the array. Let's just add another button. Add another. So let's make a function called add acrobat. Instead of just doing this, I'll do this. So we don't have to worry about this. So inside there, what we want to do is say this.setState, and we want to update, well, we wanted to update acrobat, which is an array, right? How do we do that, though? Yeah, we want to push, but the thing is, we can't just push it straight onto state because we're not allowed to change state directly. I can't say this.state.acrobats.push. We're going to have to use some new trick.